Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. City Skylines, Part 9. I just thought real quick here I would show you I did take advantage of the sale, and yes, there was one. I was just a day early. So here's everything that I own. After Dark, plazas, Snowfall, mass transit, concerts. I already had Industries and Sunset Harbor. Match Day, Pearls from the East was free. Carols is free. I had that a long time ago. Art Deco I already had. The High Tech, the European Suburbia, University Cities, University City. Those are content creator packs. I think Modern City Center is as well, and Modern Japan. That is everything that I own, and I'm probably gonna stop. Now, I wanted to get the park life, but I was reading the comments, and one of them said, do not buy this if you don't have the Disasters DLC, which made no sense, and yet it had kind of an effect on me. He said that disasters will occur on these parks, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I didn't think disasters would occur at all if you don't have the Disasters DLC, so I'm very confused by that. Alright, so let's go into the game. I'll be with you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Some changes. I adjusted some of my viewing settings. I don't know what they're called. But let's jump into it right away. I have some very sad news to report. Our ferry just isn't. I did change the pattern, so you might as well see that. Instead of it going wee like this, I just had them going straight across. So there they go. Now that could be a mistake on my part. The problem we're having is nobody's interested. Watch. There's nobody here. And nobody even, a couple people got off. That's cool. But yeah, I'm averaging about 12 visitors a week. I probably did something wrong. It could be me. If you guys have suggestions on why this is so low, I'd appreciate them in the comments. There is a bus stop, and it takes them to this terminal somewhere in here. There's a terminal. There's a metro in here somewhere. I tried to fix this. Hitting those wrong keys. The ugly trees that just look so cartoony. Anyway, the bus takes them to a metro here, and then it just goes right on back down to the pier. And then across here is the exact same thing. There's a bus stop right here. And then it takes them to this terminal here. And then it just comes right back. Now, let's move on, shall we? We do have great stats. Everything worked itself out. Of course, when we ended up getting a spike in green, the first place I came to was here. And I added bit by bit. Now you'll notice a majority of this now is light green and light blue. Very little dark blue. But then I went up and I said, okay, here, let's put some dark green in. I took all of the offices out. There are no more offices in here. And then I went back down for this side of the beach, well, the water, to the lower. And I think I'm going to keep it that way. So I did rearrange the roads a bit. Not quite the way it was before. But if you do recall, a majority of these were offices straight through, just to get the orange bar to cooperate, because we had the issue with no demand at all. So then the second spike, I came over here and I did fill this in. It's all houses, light green houses. I got rid of all of the dark blue commercial, and these are all offices. I believe this is dark green, but that has always been there. And then I just came back and I kind of expanded Oriental Park here, even though it's not Oriental Park, because from, I believe, this line all the way through here is a different district. And then this one here, I got to go cuckoo on because the green bar almost spiked to the top this time. I was stunned. What I did get to do, remember I said I wanted to do this, was open this up. So I got rid of everything in here. There was a lot of small green offices and dark green, I believe. We're not looking on this side of the road, we're on this side. And then there were some commercial and stuff in here. Oh, I did turn the day-night cycle on. I hope that's okay with everybody. But let's go up to 2 for that maybe, huh? So I did come in and I opened up Plaza. I did not know. This is from some DLC. I couldn't tell you what one it is. But all this time I had no... Oh, gosh. I keep trying to adjust the sensitivity of the key movements, and I'm not doing a good job. I had no idea that I had mass transit the whole time. I like using new and unique maps. That's one thing that I'm really... Ooh, it's awful dark here. That's just a generic park, isn't it? Yeah. This was another item that I downloaded. This is the new CS2 logo. I can get in... Okay, wrong key. I think this is about as far in as... Oh, I slowed down the... Yeah. Okay, I thought I fixed that as well. Gonna really be able to see it from this angle, are you? There it is. It's just a little one time. Oh, look at all the people hanging out there, though. I thought I asked the camera to let me come in a lot closer, and I guess I was wrong. I got that off the workshop. It's a little asset. As soon as the CS2 announcement was made, a lot of people just went, oh, okay, I thought I asked it not to do that anymore, too. That's awful dark. I'm going to have to fix that. I did open it up. These are 6 lanes, and either... Doesn't look like it. Yeah, here they are. 6 lanes here, and 6 lanes here. And it just goes from here to here. I really like this placement, so I'm not too worried about this road not being 6 lanes. And as you can tell, we have definitely branched out. But I really like the look of it. And I had the... I don't think I have the skyscrapers, but I think this is modern Japan or Japan something. I don't know. I have a lot of those in here. And you can tell by this guy here that this is the dark green. This is going toward our train station here, right? So we added this, and then I said I really wanted to build this out. So all down here is a mix of light blue and dark blue commercial. It's not on Main Street, it's off of Main Street, coming straight down to here, which I have not quite finished. And then that just takes you out. We also have our transit. Yeah, the metro is right here. It's very busy with tourists. And then the unique buildings I already showed you, I put them in here, all of these. I think I did an okay job with this. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it. But remember I said I wanted it on an angle to frame this. I think I did okay, I don't know. So we did get a lot done. Did as much beautification decorating as I can. But I'm very pleased to tell you that our bars are doing well. I think when I left off, we ended up with all 3 of them in the medium territory. Now this is supposed to be some Spanish castle, and I believe it's an asset. I don't think this came with anything. I couldn't tell you what I got. I just set it there to see what it looked like, and then I forgot about it. So it doesn't even have any power. But I just wanted to get a good look at it. See if it fit in with what I'm trying to go for here. All right. We do have a lot more than we did. I'm very pleased that this turned out as well as it did, because I think it blends in pretty well. And then the offices are kind of a nod to this. But here's our plaza during the day. Okay, building. Oh yeah, see, it is just a park with flowers. And everybody's hanging out in this one instead. But you're awful dark. I'm gonna have to add some kind of lighting to this one. This thing, I just think it's weird. I cannot remember what it came with. I got 2 of them. There's a vertical farm that I want to put down in our farm area. And then I put this, I think this is the shopper. Wow, there's a lot of people in this one. That's cool. And then I just added places for them to sit. So I kind of mirrored, is that what you would call this? Where you put this one here and this one here, and then this one here and this one here. And then those 2 unique ones in the middle. So I did open it up to this, but now I'm not too happy with this. We're gonna have to either move it or get rid of it. These 2 just don't belong. I had another asset and I'm gonna have a hard time finding. Yep, it's right here. I tried so hard. I really love this building. I couldn't tell you what it's called, but it's only half of a building. So when I plunked it down, all that was on this side was this stark white wall. No windows, no nothing. So I used Move It to copy it. I flipped it around and I set it next to it. And I just can't line it up no matter how hard I try because it's 2 opposites. You know what I mean? It's the same thing flipped around. So it's not going to work perfectly. I just said, okay, good enough, and I moved on. But yeah, I think we need to get rid of these 2. This guy who's just, you know, I know you're a New York building, but you just don't fit anymore. And then you are overshadowing my focal piece here. You know, actually, these guys are too. I think I'm just going to have to open up this road. Maybe I can hook it up here, but I actually wanted that road. No, that's okay, because this road is one take. Yeah, so I guess we could open up this road. I must have not been thinking clearly, because yeah, this is the road that needs to be opened, and I could possibly hook it up here. Then we'd be able to see our plaza and our focal point building there. Okay, so now we need to move here. We already saw this. Everything's coming in nicely. Not too bad. Low green, high green, low blue. Offices? Or offices and dark blue? Can't quite remember which is which. But I'm really pleased with the way this looks. However, we have a serious traffic issue on this road. Oh, and it doesn't seem too bad anymore. Well, now we'll... Oh, yeah, okay. Here, look at that. It just goes all the way back. So we have a problem here. And then the other, oh my gosh. This just keeps going and going and going. I gave them a way off onto this road here into this city. And it's just absolute chaos. And here's the thing, they are moving, except for this. I do not know what happened. And remember I told you I didn't want to touch his roads, but I ended up having to. I was hoping that that would relieve some of this. And I know the game mechanics always send these guys to the shortest route, but I did fix this a little bit. I know this looks bad. I was going to come in and adjust it, but I didn't. So I have it completely hooked up to this side of the world, and hardly anybody uses it because it's not the shortest distance. But I don't know what to do with these guys. They just keep coming. And I know it's the roundabout. Now I am up to 4 lanes here, 60 miles an hour. I've asked these guys so many times to go through, and they just won't do it. They just sit here. This was so far backed up all the way. Yeah, see? Look at this. So I gave them an opening here. If they really want to get on this expressway so bad, they can do it right here. I don't want to mess with my fish market. I think this might even, no, this is the factory and this is the market. I suppose I could move them. I don't know. But I figured a branch off here onto this, because this is where a majority of these guys go when I'm watching them. And yet they're still trying to get over here as well. And this just isn't cutting it with my expressway exit. Look at that. It's crazy. And I didn't hit the TMPE thing where you get traffic chaos. So I have despawning on. And it's still, I don't know what caused this. I'm still trying to figure it out. A majority of these guys are going down this road, but they don't leave the city because they can't. And I'm having issues with death and products not getting where they need to be. Traffic was so nice. It was up to 86% at one point. And then this occurred. And I just can't put a finger on it. I don't know what caused this. I especially don't know what caused this influx here. So let's go over here now. Let me start here. I had a serious issue with garbage and I could not understand it because I had already moved all of my stuff here. And it turns out that it was this road here. I had turned this into a one-way for my trucks. And apparently the garbage people couldn't use it. I don't know why. They'd get as far as here and then despawn. So I turned this into the, I believe this is the industry road, the two-way industry road, and now everybody's backed up. Again, as you can tell, they're just sitting there waiting to get in because I have my cargo harbor here. Now, I do not recall if I showed you our oil industry. I don't remember showing you this. This is our oil industry. I believe it's at a 3 or a 4 now because I added this factory. Oh, and another pump. So there are 4 now. Oh, and the road, okay, just for extra access. I cut it through the hill. I hope that's okay with everybody. And it just comes out to our ore industry. And I believe I added more, factories. Just a couple. Maybe just one, because it was too big for the factory island. But this is ore. I believe this is the one that makes glass. Our ore is still at 4, but our forestry and farming are at 5. But I do have this vertical farming thing. It went with that circular biome way over in our plaza area. I think I'm going to set that down with our farming. So I got to come in here and fill this out. This is all... So I took out all of the offices, and I think from this road down, it's all light green residential. And they do have school, fire, police, parks. I gave them a basketball court and a tennis court and little blue shops. Okay, so this went back down, but it does say medium. And this is still at medium. This has not really changed. And actually, this disappeared twice on me. So yeah, you see, we're having issues now. I didn't get to show you this, but I will when the sun comes back up. This is across from our services, the garbage and the sewage that I put over here. This is our factory island. And I couldn't tell you what I got. I think the only thing I don't have is a lemonade factory. But I put in all the factories that would fit. And I do have room for a few more. But the ones that are left are just so long and big. That lemonade factory is like this. It's huge. So we have the food factory, the sneaker factory, the toy factory, household plastics, and printing press. And then over in the oil, if you can even see it, oh my goodness. I added this, a petroleum refinery. Yeah, it's F4. Okay, so here's my switchback. You can't really see it in the dark. But this so reminds me of one of my favorite movies. Any chance I can to do something like this. What was it called? It starred Michael Caine. Had the best beginning of any movie ever. The Italian Alps. Oh, I wish I could remember the name. That's going to drive me nuts, but I'm not going to think about it. Yeah, see, garbage and police, it's just, they're having a tough time. But my cargo harbor is hanging in there. And I have to discover all my new DLC now as well. So what is our ore at? Oh, we made it. 5 stars. Okay, so what was this factory again? The really long one? Steel plant. Okay. So we're getting there. We're coming along, and I'm happy that we got this fixed. I am not happy about our traffic. It just makes me so sad. 64%. Crazy, and I do not have this on. It's easy mode. Less traffic jams. You'd never know it. We're gonna have to do something about this roundabout. I just don't know what to do. The other thing too that's very upsetting. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, mass transit, right? I have buses running everywhere. I have metro. Here's my metro. Oh, I don't know that you can see it. But my metro is pink, I believe. Yeah. Here's all my metro. Look how many passengers. How many trains I needed. I've got buses here all over the place. Look how many bus lines I have. All being used. They're everywhere. And I have them stopping at strategic points. None of them are really overloaded. Maybe this one, but that's my industry. But they don't seem to be using it if everybody's in a car. I thought I was being very strategic. What are you guys complaining about? Animal products and crops. What? This is the farm. Now, that's a question I guess I could ask. Because I made this trucks only and this cars only, do you suppose that could be the problem? I did that to save my industries from being this way. So that the trucks didn't have to bother with car traffic. They have their own way of getting here. My industry has so many ways. Look at this. Just look at this. They're all getting on this bridge. I just don't understand. Did I do that? No, this is the map maker's work. I don't know how this happened, honestly. Where did all these... See what I mean? Look what they're doing. So they're coming to the roundabout, coming through this roundabout to get onto this expressway, to go over here, get stuck, and go in a loop. Now this has happened to me in so many other episodes of this game that I have... Look at that. They're just going in a round loop. That's all they're doing. Now, why would you do that? This is what I'm telling you about this game not being realistic at all. I don't understand it. You make a city, you beautify it, you strategically place things for people to visit away from where people have to live, but they're not doing it. They're not coming here to visit anything. They're not coming here to eat. They're not coming here to watch a movie. They're just coming here to drive around and clog up the roads. And the people who live here, why aren't you using mass transit? I don't know. I'm very confused. Anyway, we have to fill this out, and that will take care of this side of the map because you can see our line. Still not sure what I want to do here. It's just kind of foresty. I believe there's a little bit of farmland right here, but we don't need any more farms. And then we have this area to finish up. Well, I didn't want to really go out too much farther because it's really lumpy bumpy here. And I kind of want to leave it natural. I do have all that new DLC. Maybe I could figure something out because I believe After Dark, the leisure and tourism stuff, maybe I could take care of this area with the tourism. And then where's our line? Here. So we do have this area as well. and this little spot here. And then all of this again, lumpy bumpy. You can tell by the way the land looks like that as well. So I don't know how much farther I want to go up here. However, we do have this spot here that I worked out. I have the road going around I kind of smoothed out my lake a little bit better. But I know adding water increases land value. I was also thinking maybe a canal down to the water here. My problem with that is I think if I do that, this is going to drain because there's no connection. That's about all we have left. The only thing I have to work on is figuring out this dumb trail. What am I supposed to do? Everything was so beautiful as far as traffic went. I was so happy with the traffic. Oh boy, I'm sad. But look, 34,000. Yes, we're losing money like mad. And this is a temperate map. I finally figured that out. Got to look at it. So it looks like we're at fall. Maybe early spring. But in reality, my goodness, did it get cold here. It's 24 degrees. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're rooting for me as well. Oh gosh, I really stink at this. I don't understand why it's happening. I can't see where I made any mistakes. And even if I do change things around, I mean, where would I take these guys? Some of them want to go here, and some of them want to go here. Some of them want to go this way. And most of them just want to get back on the expressway using this ramp and just go in a loop. I don't know why. I don't know why. Should I get rid of this? I thought that would alleviate some of the traffic, but it didn't. It does look like there are lights in some places. Is there a light here? No, there's no light, and yet they're stopping. I thought that adding this exit ramp would alleviate this, and it didn't. I am happy that our population is going up. We have green now. It's in the medium category, which means we can continue to build. Very sad about this. It's just not doing anything. Passengers served this week, 0. I've obviously done something wrong. I'm going to leave that here. I hope you enjoyed this, and I thank you so much for sticking with me to the end and supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. I try. I try to bring good content, but I can't always win. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous day. And I will see you in the next one. Hopefully traffic will be fixed. Have a terrific day. Bye-bye.